Right then, so band work this week, last week before Christmas. So we'll just use it for the legs later on. So if you've got it, grab it now. Let's think about our posture before we start. It's a bit difficult when you've got your reindeer ears on, but you're going to drive them up towards the ceiling, open out across the chest, have the knees a little bit relaxed, and then draw in through the tummy, and then drop back down through the tummy. So we're doing that preparation work, feeling how loose or stiff we are this morning, rolling forwards, defrosting the bodies, I think, after the weekend, dropping them down the other way, and then find that mid position. So if your pelvis was a bucket, the water's nicely balanced. From there, let's have a little reach up with both arms and push up towards the ceiling, reaching up each side. Up we go, stretching through the sides. For 3, 2, 1. Big circle round. Let's go swimming. Knees are over toes. Up we come. Round we go. Loosening off those shoulders. 3 more. 2. Last one. Up we come. Round we come. Float those arms up in front. Let's go for a squat and a reach back. So knees are over toes. We're sitting back. Imagine you've got a chair behind you. You're reaching out for. Coming back up. Down we go. Coming back up. 3 more. 2. Working on those ankles, those knees, those thighs. Back we go. Coming back up, and from that floaty position, we're going to do our arm openings, twisting around through that upper body, lengthening through the neck. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed down. Round we go, back into the middle. Keep going. Back to the middle. Once more each side, twisting through that upper body. And back. Last one. Coming back into the middle, lower those arms down. Let's have a little heel raise up on our toes and lower back down. And again, up we come. Nice straight line, drawing up from the core, down we come. Up we come, down we go. With the next one, we're going to have a little knee bend, so we're going to go up, have a little drop down, lower the heels and come back up tall. And again, lift, knees, heels and up. And again, lift, knees, heels and up. 2 to go. Up, knees, heels and up. Last one. Up we go. Halfway towards our windmill, which we'll perhaps throw in at the end. Have a little march out for 3, 2, 1. Stepping wide, feet turned out, drawing in through the body. Let's sink down, come back up. And again, really feel how your bottom can squeeze together to lift you back up. Down we go, squeeze back up. Holding this one, don't go down too far. Have a little bounce, turning those knees out. For 3, 2, 1, sink a little bit lower. 3, 2, 1, sink a little bit lower. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze all the way up and march back out. Good stuff. Let's get the spine just mobilized before we go down. So deep breath in, breath out, hands on head, either side of your ears. And down we go. Drop the head. We're going into our dolphin dive. Lift back up. So if you've got reindeer ears, the antlers rather, are going down and then scooping their way out. They're not ears, are they? They're antlers. Down we go. Coming back out. 2 more. Down we go. Out we come. Last one. reaching down, coming back up. Big lift up, deep breath in. Breath out as you push those arms all the way down. Breath in. Breath out. Nod that head down. Rolling forwards, down the front of your legs, all the way down towards the floor. Hips up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and go a little bit deeper. And then slowly, slowly come back up. Peeling yourself back up. Opening back out. And again. Breath in. Breath out. Push those arms down. Nod that head forward. Glide all the way down the fronts of your legs, down to the floor. Hold there. And then come back up. Last one, and then we're down onto the mat. So breath in. Breath out. Nod the head down. Reach down towards the floor. Stretching as far as you can. Big stretch at the backs of those legs. And then down onto our mats we go. So let's find you down there. And if you've got your band ready, I'm using one of the Theracords. So mine's a little bit different. But wrap it around just one leg. And then have a lay down in your normal starting position. So feet and knees in line with the hips, out nice wide through your shoulders. Have a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Draw in through your tummy, flatten out through that lower back. Breath in. Breath out. Flatten as flat as you can go. And then gently roll back the other way, lifting up that arch in that lower back. Breath in. Breath out. We roll back out again, flattening out. Feel how much movement you've got. And then we're going to find that mid position, holding that there. Now, grab hold of your bands, and we're going to lift one leg into a single tabletop. So you're centered through that back. Make sure you've regained that centered position. From there, we're going to reach that leg out and draw it back in. So we're one leg stretching. Stretching out, pushing away, coming back in, keeping that back centered. Stretch and back. 3 more. Out we go. Back in. 2. Back in. Last one. We're going to lead that leg out there. And then nice and strongly, we're going to take that leg down to the ground for our lift and lower. As you go down, you'll feel like you've got to arch in your back. Try and draw in through the tummy and keep it in the center. Lifting up towards the ceiling. And back down. Now really concentrate keeping that back still. Because if you've got any tightness around the hip, that's going to try and pull your pelvis round. You want to keep it in that center. Drawing down, lifting back up, slow and controlled, trying to relax through the upper body. Last 2, down you go, lift back up. Last one, we're going to go down, come back up, keep it up there, and then we're going to do our one leg circle. So let's take it out to the side. As far as you can go, and then round towards the floor, and then back through the middle up to the ceiling. So it's an outward circle. Out we go. Round we go. And back in. Halfway with this one. A lot of creak crunches from my hip this morning. Out we come. 2 more. Round we go, up we come. Keeping centered, try not to roll around. Other side of your bottom, staying down on that mat. Coming up through the middle, and then let's reverse that. So down we go first, out to the side and back up. If that circle feels too big for you, just draw a littler one. You want to, the main thing is you're staying really controlled through that middle. That other side of your hip isn't lifting off. Round we come, back up. Let's call it the last one, this one. Down we go, round we come. Up to the top, bring that knee in, give it a cuddle into your chest. You should take your band off, and then we'll go over onto the other side. It's quite tough with the hip with these, so go gently, rest if you need to. We're starting off in that single tabletop. Check the other foot's in line with your hip. You're centered through the back, and with one leg stretch to start with. Out we go. And drawing back in. Center through the middle, reaching out. Drawing back in. Further out you go, the more you have to hold through that middle. Keep going for another 3. And back in. Relax through that upper body if you can. 2. Last one coming up. We hold it out straight, and we're doing our lift and lowers. So this is really where that tummy comes in, holding you as you go down, so you don't arch through the middle, up towards the ceiling. Hamstrings will be the limit on the way up. Down we go. If you get any sort of nervy leg pain, you can add in a little toe point and toe and heel lead. Up we come. Down we go. Up we come. Last one coming up. Drawing down towards the ground. Coming up towards the ceiling. Holding it there. And then from there, our outward circles. Out to the side. Round towards the floor and up through the middle. Now, I felt my pelvis lift off that time, so I'm really going to concentrate this time. Keeping it down, and up we come. We're halfway with this one. Round we come, up we come. 3 to go. Anchor that other side down. Up we come. 2. Last one coming up. Up we come. Out we go. Coming up into it. It's hard work. Have a little rest and let's reverse it. I'm losing my antlers now. Down we come. I found out I can't turn my head and look at what you're doing and not lose my antlers. Up we come. That's a phrase I didn't think I was going to use. Out to the side. Up and around. Drawing down. Keep centered. We're nearly there. Round we come. 2 to go. Out we go to the side. Up we come. Last one. It's a real tough one, isn't it, folks? Coming back in. Bring that knee up. Give it a cuddle. Get rid of the band for a moment. Okay. Come into that normal starting up position. Let's just have a nice gentle hip twist at level 1 just to let those hips relax. So knee out to the side. Breath in. Breath out. Bring that knee back over to the other side. So just a gentle level 1. We don't do it that often, but I think the hips deserve it this morning after that. Drawing back in. Once more each side. Stretching those inner thighs. Coming back up. Last one. Come back into the middle. Lift the arms up to the ceiling. Let's do a double leg stretch as well. So stretch out one leg, both arms fingertips towards this one side of the room, arms to the other. Breath in, breath out. Come back in. Change to the other leg. Reaching out. Breath in, breath out as you come back. Now, from that starting position there, really try and flatten your back onto the mat. So as if you're almost going up into your shoulder bridge. Now, lower the arms down. Feel how flat that back is. You can even put your hand in and feel the pressure onto your hand if you want. You're going to keep that pressure there as you slide one leg out. Keep that leg as low as you can, but keep that flatness through your back. So we stretch in the front of that thigh. And then draw it back in. Change to the other leg. So keep that back flat. Stretch out that leg. You might not be able to go flat. And draw back in. Change leg again. Keeping flat. Reaching out from there. Hold that there. Take a breath in. Breath out. Try and flatten it even more. And draw back in. One of those with the extra hold on the other side. So reaching out. Keep flat through the back. Try and get the leg as flat as you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big stretch to the front of that thigh. And slide back in. Good stuff, folks. Let's come up into sitting. I have lost my ears now. It's no use. Find your band again. Pop it over your feet. We're going to do a little bit of our roll downs. The most important thing is that we start up nice and straight in that lower back. Yeah, so our shoulder blades are drawn down, our spine towards our waist. Have your hands out in front. We've done it before. We're going to collapse down in the middle, drawing it through our tummy as we roll back. Clinging onto our bands. And then head comes forward. Reach that head over the toes and lift back up straight. Okay, it's a big tummy one. If it's too much for your tummy, go back flat onto the mat and do your normal abdo prep. If you're with us, we're drawing in, going back, hands towards chest, and then use that gentle recall to help you back up. Lifting up nice and tall through the spine. So we're sitting up nice and tall to start with. Down we go. Curling up through the spine, down we go. As far as you feel comfortable, pulling in through that tummy. Draw the hands in, and then come back up, and reach back up. From there, let's just do a little bit of bicep curls. Giving the tummies a rest. So we're using the bands to give a little bit of resistance. Bending up. Lowering back down. 2 more. Last one. And then we're going to go back into our roll downs. We're going to add a little bicep curl at the end. If you want to, if that's too much, go without the bicep curl. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Drop down through the middle. Roll back. And if you can, hold there and biceps for 3, 2, 1. Head over toes, head over knees, and come back up. Lifting up, shoulder blades down. Let's try one more of those. Drop down through the middle, pull in through that tummy, roll back, and biceps. 3, 2, 1. And then roll yourself back up. Have a little rest there. Have a little stretch forwards. Relax the back off. We're going to do a little bit of triceps and then a little bit of obliques. And then we back down on the mat. So the rest is coming soon. Sitting up tall. Hold your hands so that the backs of your hands are facing inwards. Yeah, so your palms are outwards. And then we're going to pulse those arms backwards. Sitting up nice and tall. So it's our triceps. It's to stop our bingo wings. Lift up through the chest. Slide the shoulder blades down. Keep pushing back. Beat away, straight elbows. Lift up through the chest. If you need to have your knees a little bit bent, that's fine. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, obliques, and then we're down on the mat. So, same as we were doing before, we roll back down, bring our arms towards us, but then we twist to one side, come back to the middle, and roll up through the middle. Up tall in the spine. Drop back down, pulling in through your tummy, arms to chest, and twist. Come back to the middle, rolling up and lifting up. Okay, rest if you need to with these. Down we go. Arms to chest, twist one way. Back to the middle, come back up. Keep pulling in through that tummy all the time because you want to have control through that spine. Down we go again. Drawing in, pull the arms up, twist to the other side. Back to the middle and come back up. Last one on each side. Shoulder blades are down. Drawing in, rolling down, arms to chest, twist, back, rolling up. Last one, here we come. Pulling down, pulling in, twist to the other side, back to the middle and come back up. Have a little stretch out again, and we're going to pop the band just around the top leg as you're going onto your side. Okay, so I'm lying on my right side, it's on my left leg, and we're going to be in side line. You can have your hand underneath, or you can have a big pillow and your arms in front. From there, we're in normal clamp position, but we've just got the band on that top leg to start with. From there, shoulders are stacked up, hips are stacked up. Lift up that top leg, and we're going to push out and come back up. So it's like we're stepping up a step and push back out. Keep it level with your hip. Out we go, coming back in. I've got it so that my band goes underneath my leg as I come up. And back out. 2 to go. And out. Last one. Out we go. Keep it out straight. From there, let's lift and lower. And back down. If you do a couple and feel how far you can go, but feel what happens through the waist. So I can go up there, but I can feel all my waist is on the mat now. So I'm going to try and keep that little gentle gap between the mat and my foot as I come up. And go back down. If the bands get too faffy, you can always do it without the bands. Down we go. 2 more. Up. Think what's happening through that waist. Try and keep it nice and controlled, drawing in through your tummy. Last one. Then slide that underneath leg out. And let's try side kicking forward and back. If you need that extra support, you can put that hand that's perhaps holding your bands onto the mat just to give your fingers a bit of support. Pull, kicking back, drawing forwards, trying to keep that lower back nice and still, squeezing through the bottom on the way back. Forward we go, backward we go. Last one. Coming back, lower that leg down, rest the band down, and then with that nice free arm that feels lots and lighter without the band in it, have a big stretch up over your head and come back down. And again, reaching up and back down. Last one. Stretching out. Coming back down. Okay, grab hold of the band again if you can. You can go that if you want. We're just going to finish off with 4 circles forward, 4 circles backwards. So drawing in through the waist, lift that leg up. Let's kick forward, around and back for 4, 3, trying to keep control, 2, lengthening through the neck, 1, and then reverse it. So push back, around to the front. Drawing in through that tummy. 2 to go. Last one. Round we come. Gently rest down. And we're going to come up onto our sides. You can get rid of your band for a moment. Back leg goes back. Or top leg goes back rather. Front leg, we've got it at sort of 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knee. New moves, folks. So from there, we're going to pop hands onto that front leg. Ooh, puzzled looks here. And see if you can lean forward. You can pop them on the ground if you want to. And come back up. Okay, so real hip mobiliser. It might be a bit tricky for some. Just go with where feels okay. Down we go. And back up. Pop that elbow down onto the side. Do our side bend over. And back. And again. Side bend over. And back. Okay, for the hips again. Come over. Bring that front arm round. And we're down on the mat again. And do a little push up. And lower back down. Pushing up if you can. And lowering back down. Then with a straight arm, that back arm's a straight arm, see if you can come up and then up, up. So you're thrusting your hips forward a bit, getting a big stretch through the front of those hips, and back down. I think we've done this once before, probably after watching the same DVD last year. Up we come, stretching over, come back down, stretch down again, just once to the side, walk the hands round to the front. Let's see if we're any easier in that front movement now. Trying to get that chest down towards your knee, and back up. Flexible hips for Christmas. Last one, down we go. Up we come. Grab your pillow if you're using one. Let's go down the other end. We'll do the hip strengthening stuff with the other leg, and then we'll have a go at that on the other side. You've been warned. You know what to look forward to now. Hop yourself down. Stack yourself up. Shoulders on top, hips on top, knees and feet. Drawing in through that waist, holding onto that band. Stretch out that top leg up to hip height. And we start off with that running movement. So we're coming up, driving back out. Coming in, driving back out. Drawing through the waist. I've sagged a bit there. Reach out. 3 to go. Try and keep the foot level with the hip. Don't lift it up too high. Given to its own devices, it will reach towards the roof because they're stronger muscles. Last one. Out we go. Holding there. Then go to your lift and lower. So reaching up. Now if I don't control it, I can go all the way up there. But I've got weird hips. So I'm going to control it. Going to keep my waist long. And then I can get to about there. And down. Keep control through that waist. So it'll only be about 30 or 40 degrees at your hip, going out to the side. Excuse me. 2 to go. And down. Last one. Up we come. Lowering back down. Rest it down on the other leg. Straighten out that other leg. And then from there, lift up. Let's do our side kick forward. And drive back. Forward. And back. Squeezing through the bottom on the way back. Tightly through the tummy, try not to roll through the middle, which is difficult when you're holding on to the bands. 3 to go. Forward and back. 2. Last one. Coming back. And rest that leg down for a moment. You can release the band. Have a big old stretch over. Lengthening that side. And draw back down. And again. Stretching over. And back down. 2 to go. Big straight line if you can. Down. Last one. Over we go. Coming back down. And then we're holding on to the bands again, or we can go without the bands. Lift up to hip height. And we're going to do our little circle. So we'll kick forward to start with. Round and to the back. And again. You can bend that underneath leg if you're a little bit wobbly. And again. Squeezing through the bottom. Last one. And then let's reverse it. Let's go backwards. Up and around. Backwards. Up and around. Last 2. Trying to stay still through the middle. Last one. Lower that leg down. And we're up into that side position. Don't need the band now at all. Lose it for the rest of the day. Top leg behind. Underneath leg. 90 degrees and 90 degrees if you can make that. From there, hold on to that front leg. See if you can reach over. Stretch it through the hip and come back up. And again. Reach down. And come back up. And then onto that elbow. Little side bend. And back. And again, side bend. Keeping the hip down so you're really stretching the side. And back down. With this one, we'll bring that arm round to the front. So we've got one at the back of the mat, one at the front. Twisting through the body, and you might notice you're stiffer one side than the other. And you can lift up. And press back down. Lifting up. Press back down. Last one. Leave that arm up straight. This is where we get that funny one where we stretch out through the front of our hip. So we come up, if you can, over that hip and back down. Let's try that once more. Reach over, stretch up and back down. Have a little press down to the side and then walk your arms around to the front. See if you're any lower on that front leg. I can feel I can get a little bit more now out of that. Even though this is my stiffer hip. Good stuff, folks. Let's have a little lay down on our tummies to finish off with. So laying down, forehead down on the mat or on your pillow, arms out, stretched out in front in swimming position. Haven't done swimming for a long time. Just makes all my sun suits okay. And from there, we're going to draw in through the tummy, stretch opposite arm and leg, lifting them up, lowering them down. Changing to the other side. Lifting them up, lowering them down. Now, if you pop your toes in underneath you, then straighten your leg out. Lift that leg up with a heel leading, if you like. You'll feel more through your bottom. So onto your toes, heel, lift, and down. Keep changing sides. Toe, heel, lift, and down. Up we go. We'll do one more on each side. So straightening that leg, squeezing through the bottom, reaching away with the arm. Down. Last one the other side. Reaching away. Down we come. Pop the hands underneath the chest. Push yourself up. And then stretch yourself back down. Keep going, Zoomers. Let me just find what's happened with, there we go. Stretching back. Curling up. Bring your hands down by your feet as well so you can curl up into a nice little shell stretch. Child's pose, whatever you want to call it. Feeling it through the back. Lovely. On to 4 point. Let's have a little cat stretch. Head up, tail up. Tuck the tail under. Lift the middle of your back up. Head goes down. And then roll out. Lifting your head up into that neutral position. Tail underneath. Stretching up. Really push down through your hands. Stretch up through your body. And back into the middle. Pop one foot up into high kneeling. You've lost my head. From there, we're just going to put our hands on our knee and come up into standing. I was going to add something extra in, but hey ho. We'll save that for another day. Up into standing. Let's make sure you're going to be able to see my head. Right. Time's flying. Let's just have a little shakedown. So there's a few different moves in there. Just move my mat out of the way. Shaky, shaky. Deep breath in. The knees are relaxed underneath the hips. Breath in. Breath out. Drop the head and shoulders. Link those fingers. Bend the knees a little bit. Push the hands away. Stretch them right out. All the way up towards the ceiling. Stretch the fingers out. All the way round. All the way down. Breath in. Breath out. Another one of those. Drop down. Stretch those hands away. Push away. All the way. Big circle. Up we come. Out nice and wide. All the way down. Good stuff. From there, floaty, floaty arms up. Split the arms. Circle the arms. Split. And circle. Circle. Good. And bring to the middle. Okay. We're going to lift onto our toes as we split. Circle and bend our knees. And then straighten as we come back up. and lower. Okay, lift, circle and bend, back to the middle and lower the heels. We're windmilling, up we come. Bend, up and down. Reach, circle, bend and down. Okay, last one like that. Up we come, split, circle and bend, come back up, change direction, bend, circle and up. Oh, bend, circle and up. Yeah, let's leave it at that. The brain's gone now. I think we did really well to get that far, to be honest. Have a little shake out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, slightly different hamstring stretch this morning, guys. We're going to pop one foot over the other. So you've got one leg in front and across. From there, deep breath in, breath out and roll down. Try not to fall over. But just feel how that stretches the hands in a slightly different way. Aiming to try and get those fingertips or those knuckles onto the floor. And then slowly come back up. We'll do one more with that way and then we'll change over the other leg. So drop the chin down, slide down the front of that leg. Weights towards the front of the feet. Push the hips to the ceiling. And then come back up. And change over. So change the legs around. Breath in, keep the pelvis square. Reach down. Tucking yourself in. And coming back up. Lifting up. Let's have another go. Breath in. Breath out. Chin down. Sliding down. Reach down to the floor. Coming back up. Undo the legs. Take them out wide. A little squat down. For 3, 2. So we're stretching those inner thighs as well. Last one. From there, hold it there. Stretch over. Circle over. Reach over. Circle over. Draw the arms down. Come up tall. Breath in, breath out. Roll down forwards. Feel where we're at. With a wider base, you might go a little bit lower. And then come back up. Let's do our calf stretches on final roll down. So one foot in front, one foot behind. Remember, those legs should face the same way. Heel should be in line with the toe. Lunge forwards. Lift up a little bit through your chest, even if you're pushing onto something. Let those shoulder blades glide down towards your waist. 3, 2, 1. Changing over to the other side. Toes down, heels down. In a nice straight line. Lunging forwards. Holding that stretch, lifting up. Looks a better day out there today. The sun is shining. No rain. Deep breath in. Breath out. Lunge a bit further. And then come back into the middle. Little shake out through the arms, through the legs. This is where I need my jingle bells on as well. Later in the week, who knows. Deep breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Chin on chest. Gently roll down. Let the arms dangle down. The weights towards the front of the feet. Stretch as tight as you can in. And then slowly, slowly come back up. Hopefully with those big hip stretches we did, we're going down further this morning. Last one. Deep breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Chin on chest. Lower those arms to the floor. Hips to the ceiling. Tuck yourself in tight. Slowly, slowly we come back up. Restack yourself. Center through the middle. Nice final breath in. All the way to the ceiling. And a breath out. Nice and long. Last one. And a breath out. Well done, folks. Those of you I don't see, happy Christmas. I think some of you will be seeing later on in the week. That's